Hello again, YouTube! And wait, where am I? Let's just look around up here. Hot, hot, hot! Hot, hot, hot!
It's all on fire, feeling
Hot, hot, hot! One of the more awkward intros anyway. I am Dr. Kendo and we are here as a community to see some My Singing Monsters here in Scribblenauts Unlimited. Look at this, we got Mammoth, we got Kana, we got the Toad Jammer. These all come from a past episode. We'll be showcasing them off a little bit more for today's episode, which is all about the Fire Oasis level. So this is really just a part 1, and if you guys want to see more, part 2, maybe part 3, however many parts it takes to get all the monsters basically, that can be seen on the Fire Oasis level, then you guys definitely tell me down in the comments below, and of course subscribe if you have not. That way you get to see all of the My Singing Monsters, and this channel will help you unlock your creativity, learn how to make stuff in Scribblenauts and other games. Anyway, we started off with Maxwell as a source object. We really just wanted the animation from Maxwell, which is, the funny thing is, Maxwell in this game, when you type it in as a source object, does come up with a doppelganger. Notice here when we're taking the Kraken, there's a tentacle piece essentially in the middle. It's close to where the body of the Kraken is, but it's 2 away. So that kind of middle tentacle piece is going within the cucumber right there. That's gonna make the lips and the mouth of this first monster that we're gonna be creating from golf ball and dots going down as well with a megalania, the front upper leg part of the megalania. All of that is gonna be making Maw, and I love it. Every time though that I say the name Maw, I'm thinking of Ebony Maw, you know, the children of Thanos, that whole thing.
Means get lost, Squidward.
exhausts me.
We put down a BB as well for some more of those little reddish pink dots. They're like zits, almost. Liver, that's a new stamp actually for this series, I believe. You know, we've done almost like 500 videos or something in this series and have not used liver yet. That's craziness. Pebble we certainly have used, which I just did for the teeth, and the rest of the teeth were dots. You know, you could do as many pebbles as you need. Dots more for the shape, but also the lighting of the dots. Dandruff is gonna go on the tongue. You can notice that, of course, with the different shade, you know, a really light pink, you know, first off, you might want to increase the dandruff size, paint them all, and then lower it back down to the size that it is right here to fit on the tongue for Maw, giving it some more detail. Again, well, I don't know if I should say again, because I don't think I've mentioned that I love to do those sorts of things, like especially when characters with eyes, because Maw, we don't really see some eyes, just like a big mouth. Worm middle body piece, by the way, and ovals going down right here. Characters with eyes, I love to put like a little shine and shimmer glistening in there. And notice, of course, that the stamp limit is reached. It says delete stamps in order to put on some new ones, and so what that means is if you have not played Scribblenauts Unlimited, the game's actually limited. Kind of funny, I know. Each one of these little things that we put down, like the pom-poms for the fur behind the megalania leg piece, those are all a stamp, each one of them. And you do have a limit to how many stamps you can use. It's sad. But anyway, right here in the properties editor, you can do like the health and some scripting and all sorts of things, like what this monster is gonna sound like and what others are gonna react to it like. So it's kind of important for these My Singing Monsters creations, I feel. But I like to read background information and fun facts when we get to this part of the video. We'll go real quick. You know, I should have mentioned this before, but we're just doing new creations of 2 of the monsters that can be seen in My Singing Monsters Fire Oasis level. And then, of course, I am showing off the ones that I've created in the past that are also there too. Being that we just completed the Maw, I mainly just wanted to point out the bio from the MSM composer. It notes, of course, that Maw appears to be just a large mouth, so the mystery lies in where it can hide its lungs in order to be able to sing. I like that they point out also that it's self-harmonizing, because it does. Self-harmonizes with itself. Just a gentle reminder to subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, get in on all the action. Entertainment, creativity, community. That's what you get around here. So let's start off with a new source object for our next creation. It's gonna be a golem right here in Scribblenauts Unlimited. It does kind of have that body shape that I'm looking for the torso right here, and we're gonna keep on the thighs, or the tops of the legs basically right there. You are gonna want to, of course, turn on the green grids and move the legs, all of it behind, you know, so we want it underneath the body right here. Asparagus, also another stamp that I don't think I've used. We're going with some food this time. Although liver, you know, you could argue not that liver that we saw earlier, but liver is a food in a different context. Chicken breast, again with the food. Am I hungry or something? Anyway, the chicken breast going underneath right here, so make sure that those are placed on the foot of the golem, whereas the asparagus was placed over the thighs and on that grid. You want to cover up the tips of the asparagus, asparagi, if it's plural, right? Asparaguses, asparagi. Come on, just asparagi. I'm trying. Caudipteryx. We've used this before, but I don't know how many times we've actually used that forearms and hands of the Caudipteryx, but we are replacing the hands, kind of covering those up with the hands of a monster. So you just type in monster, literally, in Scribblenauts Unlimited and put that down. Ostrich egg was for the belly. We had a hairy fish. There's like the side fin near the head of the hairy fish. That was used for the toes, little toe talons, we should say. A lemon bar also, a new stamp for the series and food related. Can we get some food in here? Jesus. Twiddle I put up at the top. That's part of the scarf. You can see that we're kind of finishing off underneath that lemon bar because we had enough stamps after this duct tape as well to do some of the scarf. I just did ghoul, and ghoul of course comes up with a few options. So you want the fish ghoul. We'll name it Pango. The fish ghoul pieces were down beneath the lemon bar, of course. Frills on the scarf. So honestly, getting back to the core of this, Pango is the reason that I love My Singing Monsters. Not the monster Pango itself. Well, I mean Pango is awesome. I mean the creativity. How these monsters make the noises that they do for the instruments that they play or sound like. So Pango chattering its beak and making the sound of percussive castanets, it's absolutely creative and amazing to me. I would have loved something like My Singing Monsters when I was a kid, and honestly, I love it as an adult, yet I still haven't actually even played the game once. Don't kill me. Just simply from creating here in Scribblenauts, I can say I'm absolutely into it. So we do need to make the head object. You probably were like, wait, he's making Pango without the body? Subscribers that have been around here for a while know that, to get around that stamp limitation for Scribblenauts, sometimes we have to do this. Maw, it was pretty nice. We only could just use one object to create the whole thing, but Pango here, we're doing two separate objects. We got dots going down there on the beak, which was a shark, the back fin on the bottom, and we also used a great white shark. There's several fins, some for the top feathers or whatever, and then also for the chilled part of the beak at the end. A bull shark. No, I'm speaking truth. This isn't bull shark. You hate this video? You're speaking a lot of bull shark. Oh, okay. The fins, top dorsal fin, as well as one of the bottom side fins. Those were for the bottom part of the beak. A BB, once again, is going to be for, we're actually using it this time as the outer layer of eyes right there. And then there's a monster thigh piece for the blue inside the eyes with a P as the color or iris. And then again, going with that detail in the eyes like I spoke of before, that shine, shimmer is a pimple. Cuttlefish as well as an icicle. We did that for like some of the, icicles coming beneath the beak there on Pango. You want to go into the properties editor for your head object and make sure on the equipment tab there on the left side, fill in this circle almost near the bottom. It says can be worn on the face like glasses. It's just one up from the bottom. Once that's filled in, you can actually then just put the head object here, our Pango head. We'll put it into the hands of the body object like we're giving it that. Now that's almost where it needs to go, but it does need to be down a little bit and maybe forward actually. So we're going into the object editor once again. Turn on the green grids there. That's on the left side panel of buttons and things. It's that dotted line button. So when you press that, you've got a big green, just blank square grid up there. You can actually move that around. And so that's where the head is kind of going to go. Obviously it's where the head should go. And so we moved ours, just as I said, down and forward a little bit. So again, I'm just highlighting right there where this button is in case you need to find that in your Scribblenauts Unlimited. So this is pretty good. We could actually maybe even make that Pango head go down a little bit more. And you do want to make sure that the beak is pretty big on Pango. Its beak is crazy, makes up most of it. So here on the level, you're also seeing Tweedle, another one of the My Singing... Wait, what's going on? Corviknight? No! Corviknight from Pokemon Sword and Shield. Holy monkeys, he's going on a mad tear, taking out everybody. No, not ToeJammer. Any last words, ToeJammer? It's just like, I deserve this. Sheesh, Corviknight from Pokemon Sword and Shield. Yes, that was our last Scribblenauts video, just on a ruthless mad tear. And Kana is down now too. And then her head is on the ground just being there like, you suck! Oh my god, Kana's head on Corviknight's body. A huge Corviknight, we should say. We increased the size of it. Maybe it's Dynamaxed. Am I right, Pokemon people? So here, we're on the Volcano level where we started out in Scribblenauts Unlimited. Of course, you can, should you want to, ride your creations, but being that they don't move at all, like in My Singing Monsters, they don't walk forward or anything like that, just know, of course, they're not going to be able to walk unless you actually give them some movement to be able to move forward or backwards or whatever. This does play the sounds, though. Here, we can listen to what Maw sounds like. Check this out. It was really short. I mean, hopefully you can hear it. Maybe we can do it again. So, you know, like if you make them be able to shoot something out, you can interact with them, or you can just add the adjective interactive, and that will let you interact with the character. Some of them you can put maybe the adjective singing on them if you want them to be singing all over the level. So here, let's hear what Pango sounds like right here with that castanet sound. This is going to be really quick and hard to catch. So there it was, just that quick. It's like one castanet little, and just before it is my click of the stylus. But anyway, there. So definitely feel free to go back to some of those past videos. I'll try to put a link in the description and top comment and everything like that, as well as the end screens that'll be coming up here soon. There's Mammoth, you know, we can make Mammoth. We can interact there. I think Mammoth might be my favorite monster in all of my singing monsters of the ones that I've seen, and I've seen most of them, I'll say. But yeah, Toe Jammer as well. Just interacting with all of these so that you can hear and see. Now, of course, we are limited as well in Scribblenauts Unlimited with the sounds that these source objects are going to make. Or let me backtrack, it's not just the source object. You can control the audio to some degree by going into the properties editor and making the monster sound like what you know, it actually has an area where you can fill that in. You know, you can type castanets for Pango, singer for a lot of these right here. You know, like you could do baritone, all types of stuff. But if you start off with like a female source object, then obviously if you do like singer, then it's going to be the female singer on that character, all of that. So here's kind of just a review. You know, you can see right there, that was my first My Singing Monsters episode right here. It's number 232 in the numbered episodes on this channel. Again, links should be easy to find for you. Definitely go check it out. Show everybody that you can create these things in your game. And I've also made some Wubblins. These aren't the only ones, but here's just an example episode. 246 is the numbered episode for that one. So look at that. I really like Brump and Poke as well. Amazing. So something that I don't even know if I'm supposed to mention it really, but I'm gonna go ahead. They probably don't care, but Big Blue Bubble, you know, they make My Singing Monsters. They actually emailed me and said that they were gonna be sending me something in the mail, and so I don't know when that's coming, but that's just another reason to stick around and look forward to something else in the future around here. I will definitely show you guys whatever that is, so I'm excited, and I hope you guys are as well. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me. I will catch you guys on the next vid, and thanks for viewing.